What's up, everyone? This is C. Brennan here. I'm going to talk about recap how 2022 year has been for me. Jeffers, it's Jeff the Pelican. He hasn't done much for his year in review this year because the last one was probably like 2018, 2019, 2020. He hasn't done that much, but yeah, I messaged him on Instagram. He's like, for sure. And I was like, okay, he'll figure out to do a year in review because he hasn't done it in the last few years, but I'll get more into what JTP movie's up to, but I want to talk about how my year's been for 2022. 2022 is one of the greatest years I ever had. Of all my favorites, me graduating college. It was a lot of fun, me graduating college, because I've been in college since 2014 up until this year. I was done because I want to move on into the future, and sports and everything, life, all that, but it's all looking really good. So, yeah. You know, yeah, yeah. In my time with Jeffers, Jeff the Falcon, Casey Hoyt, Bernard Bros videos like Jesse Noir, they were great. We gladly enjoyed. I get to laugh at Jeffers Lombard and Jeff the Falcon's Christian videos, Diecast Crash videos, even singing, all that stuff and sports stuff. It's all good. And then I liked it when Jeff the Falcon, like he did, like recording with the JTP movie characters, watching the Christian radio show, like on the radio. Yeah, some characters liked it, some don't, and it gets me laughing. But yeah, I really loved it too. I was glad JTB movie was back this year during the World Series. It was back for the first time in over 5 years. The last episode was probably in 2020 during the pandemic. That was don't go outside. That was the part when Alex doesn't want to get COVID. He'll have to quarantine. Yeah, that was a wild one that year in 2020 when everything shut down. We have to stay home. Yeah, I really love JTV movie. The episodes were funny, and I remember catching up on the past episode, which is funny. Like Alex starting the rock band, life skills. There's many stuff I liked. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I really love JTV movie. I hope they do more episodes more often, but I hope it's coming up pretty more soon. And I love the Astros and Phillies episode. That was good. And the Rangers was good. I'm glad they were back to doing episodes again. Hope to do more. Hope I'll see more from JTV movie episodes. Hopefully, as I know he's been busy, but he'll try to get to do more like Battle of LA 2, even with the Super Bowl, even with March Madness and stuff coming up, and hoping the World Series again, and then so on, so. That's probably it. So yeah, I hope he does more of that stuff, and I hope he can do it for the Phillies or other teams that he should do. But yeah, that's pretty good. And I always laugh. It makes me smile when I laugh when Jeff was laughing. Like Jeff the Punk would always respond to the radio show. Like, no, it isn't. And he just names up or Sarah so. That's what he does anyway. So kind of funny though. And I didn't. Yeah. Art. And also I've done crash videos, also like manually I was doing that for Instagram. I used to do it for Google Chat before. Yeah, like Google Hangouts before they shut down later that year in November. So it was transferred to Google Chat. But I still use part of it sometimes for diecast crash videos. That's what I do. Since that's why I'm just saying. I didn't even know. Back to saying to going in, and I did love the ATCS movies were funny. I loved it. I'm glad I was able to see Clarence again. Yep, Clarence with ACC movies. He's been quite busy, but he's been good. And I did like the part with the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk. That was good. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk. That was the funniest part. And I did like it though. I did like the ATCS movies. They're pretty funny. But I think I'll have to go with JTV movie. That ATS movie has been a lot longer, but it's very close. Yeah. Also, I cannot wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright. I was just saying though, yeah, I haven't been in our 2003 meetings that much this year. because not that much this year because I've been having a busy year. Yeah. And I was saying though, Pichu Running is entering his final season, which is season 45. He's gonna have it somewhere around the next year for Pichu Running's Cup Series. So season 45 is his final season for him. He is getting old. He's having health issues lately, but this will be his final season. But I will still look forward to Zach Murray's Cup Series, also NCRA Seth Cole Series, which is still going. I think they're somewhere around like season in the 30s though. And also in leagues, I haven't done that much this year. The last time I was on was back to last year. Yeah, before I got even busy. Yep. So hopefully I will try, and also I should be on Discord more often. Also, I'm glad I was able to get back to Mario Kart 7 after being in college for doing college work, all that. So I'm glad to get back into Mario Kart 7. I'm gonna have to try and get on Discord more often, even for the Aaron leagues, the offline leagues like Seth Cole, L leagues, Zach Murs. That's the few leagues I'm in though, so gotta try and get in more often. IMP's reaction videos have been good. I've been liking it. I'm glad he's been doing really well. He's done really good. That's IFE, even though Jeff Lama left because they were, yeah, he just doesn't like it though. And I forget the early season. Oh, it's SC. Yeah, he does like season 8. It's starting up on December 23rd, which is this year. So that's for that. So I'm in a few leagues. I forgot to mention that. So that's Seth Cole, Al Leagues, Zach Mertz, and SC. That's him. So that's the 4 leagues I'm in, though. Not much for that, so that's the reason why. And that's for our leagues. So hope I can try and do Mario Kart 7 more often, which I've done it right up until the Christmas music season came into play. So I'm just taking a break from that because Christmas music season is still going up until Christmas Day. So once I get through the holidays, I will get back to Mario Kart 7. Hope I get on Discord more often, and also try to sign up for our leagues. I gotta keep an eye out for signups for Seth Cole, our leagues, also PJ Von Injury's final season. Zachman's I'm in. So also my last Aaron Touch Me champion was about 5 years ago. That was PJ Von. I do remember that. Or maybe 20. Who knows? Anyway, yeah. Cole Kobe has not been on much this year. He's been on Google Hangouts. Yeah, he was on once. He was catching up, see how things were going on. He hasn't been on the last couple of years since the pandemic began. So he was on it just for the day, but he's been on for some time. But he'll try to be on more often, just for next year. He has a job right now. Cole Kobe. He's been quite busy, but he's just not going to be on Twitter that much, only for his birthday and holidays, so on and so forth. So that's that. And that's the reason why. And anyway, though, the sports season has been great. NASCAR was, this was the best sports season along with the Braves from last year in 2021. Also leading up to that point, the Georgia Bulldogs finally won a title in 42 years, since 1980. That was the best part. I've been a Georgia fan since 6 years. Yeah, let's see. I forgot. Was it 2017? Since the last 5 years, I've been a Georgia fan. That's when we lost to Alabama Crimson Tide in overtime in 2018. That was in Atlanta. And then I was insane. And then we finally beat Alabama in Indianapolis. That was so much fun. I was glad Georgia finally won the title. Hope I'm going to get to the picks coming up to see who will win it this year. Super Bowl was great. I really loved it. It was like a close game. If Cooper Kupp didn't get the touchdown, the Bengals could have won the game, but Eli Apple cost the game, so they could have won. And they could have got an interception for the Bengals. They could have won the championship. So yeah, that's all I can say. And I went for the college football. I'm going to get to the ranks of this year's sports season. And let's see. March Madness was definitely the least because the Kansas Jayhawks, even though that's Jeffers' team, he was so happy for them. They deserved it for the first time in over 15 years. dating back to the Celtics winning the title in 2008. And then, let's see. Also, NBA Finals. Yeah, even though my Warriors won, can't complain. I was glad the Warriors won. I would put that in the vid, somewhere around it. Celtics, my Celtics finished runner-up. Hopefully this Celtics, I'm going to get to things very shortly in just a sec. And Stanley Cup Finals was one of the best. The Colorado Avalanche, go Avs go, was able to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning to win the Stanley Cup for the first time since 2001. That's their third title from the Colorado Avalanche. So that was the best finals I ever seen. So anyway, best finals we ever had. Also, the World Series was great, even though they beat the Phillies. I didn't get to watch Sharks game, it was so late. And that was it. Also, Kentucky during revenge strike was able to win it. And then what else going on to the list? I was gonna say about what was I gonna say? Anyway, yeah. All right. Oh, I was thinking about South Carolina. That was women's basketball. That's for NCAA. That's that. And then okay, sorry that. College football is having another best season again. Georgia's in the playoffs. I'm gonna get to that very short. All right, so let's check out the ranks for the best season. My number one favorite I liked was the college football when Georgia finally won the title. That has to be an all-time favorite for this year. Number two would possibly be the Stanley Cup Finals, the Avs, the freight train being out the high energy Tampa Bay Lightning. That would actually be number two. And number three, I can't deny who will be number three. Yeah. Let's see. I would possibly put NASCAR number three because Ty Gibbs won the title, even though fans booed at him, and Logano got a two-time Cup champ. Yeah. I would put that as my first favorite over my Celtics Warriors because that's what, oh yeah. And I do remember predicting the Warriors winning the finals. That was the best part when I was gonna call the radio station Christian in Detroit Talk and didn't go through, but it's glad to see the Warriors win. But my Celtics could have got better team. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep. So that's that. So number three would be NASCAR. Here's my predictions for 2023. So here it is. For college football, I'm picking Georgia to win it all this year. They're gonna win again. Super Bowl, yeah, Georgia Bulldogs will win over the TCU Horned Frogs. 2023. I'm gonna say for the Super Bowl will be the Philadelphia Eagles over the Kansas City Chiefs, which I'm hoping will happen. So, in case, yeah, Cincinnati will probably be in the AFC Championship game, but I'm not going to say Kansas City Chiefs, so I'm not going to write that. So, I'm going to say Eagles versus Bengals in Super Bowl. Yeah. No, I'd rather go with my favorite one. I liked it. Eagles versus Chiefs. And then, Andy, I forgot what his name was. Andy Reid Bowl. We're going to go with Eagles versus Chiefs for Super Bowl 57. The Eagles will win it over Andy Reid's current team. So I'm going to pick that what everyone wants to see. So it's Eagles versus Chiefs. Eagles win. March Madness, I have to go with the Houston basketball to win NBA Finals. We probably know who is it going to be. I'll have to take a look who will be for the NBA Finals. It is going to be... Alright. I don't know who will be to win it. I'm going to say... Celtics versus Pelicans. Celtics win. Celtics win the NBA Finals. For the Stanley Cup Finals, I'm going to pick, let's see, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah. Let's see. So, I'm not sure about Toronto Maple Leafs, but I'm going to say for 2023, I'm not going to write out Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going to say the Boston Bruins over the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Finals. Boston Bruins win it. And the Maple Leafs might make it to round 2, but they will not make it that far. So I'm picking the Bruins to win the Stanley Cup. The Boston Bruins. The World Series, I'm going to say Astros versus Braves. Astros win. So that's that. Women's, I don't know who will be for women's basketball. It'll always be South Carolina because, yeah. Most likely it's going to be South Carolina though because I already know they can win. So nobody cares about women, so that's all I'm going to say. So that's that. Oh, yeah, the Wii Sports videos were great this year, and I love it. And I've done part of the videos like NASCAR 7, Wii Sports 10, the Patrick Star SpongeBob sequel. That was good. And you know my top favorites I love this year? You know what my favorite was? Betty White versus Queen Elizabeth would probably be number 1. I love that, of course. And then what else I can say for number 2? Number 2, yeah. Number 2 would be Chandler Smith versus Zane Smith would probably be number 2. I love that one, of course. And number 3, I'll have to name for Wii Sports Baseball. I'll have to go with Timmy Hill because that was the best part. Alright. Really loved it. Alright. Alright, so that's that though. I did celebrate my 10-year anniversary for YouTube. That was my first original YouTube channel. For the scale between the Seabrand News and the Aaron Touch Universe. It was pretty good. And also, I did Mary Aaron Touch series. I remember my own series. That was season 5. I did remember having my Bandicam before my computer broke down. My spray screen reminder. I do remember that. That was very sad. And also, you know the best part about NASCAR 7? You know about it though? You're not gonna believe it. I'll have to look through. I don't know much about it. I gotta look here. Because I don't know much about. Oh, here we go. Robbie Gordon at Lowe's. Yeah. Robbie Gordon came out to turn 4. He thought he was gonna win, but it was too little too late. He lost it. That was crazy. I had a big run that I couldn't hang on. Alright. Yep. And we have a lot of celebrities that we watched this year. You know the biggest loss I had was Gilbert Gottfried, Irene Cara, Mike Mitchell. I would probably the biggest one will have to be Gilbert Gottfried and Irene Cara. That was the 2 biggest losses I've ever seen. Who passed away. You know, it was very disappointing. Bob Mees was a big loss. Very early in the Laughing Gift, James Caan. I'm gonna probably say James Caan and yeah, James Caan was a big loss. Along with Gilbert Gottfried, Irene Cara, and Estelle Harris. That was it. So yeah. Okay. That is that for year review. I'm looking forward to 2023. So yeah, 2023 should be more like it was this year, but I think I'm looking forward to this. That is your 2022 year review. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope everyone enjoyed the holidays. So, looking forward to 2023. Hopefully, I'm getting ready for being there on Tons of Release, Steph Cole, PJ London, our leagues, Zach Mertz, and S. Caesar. So, enjoy 2023. Thank you.